Gonna pop on tonight, literally 20 minutes to go before the game kicks off against Aberdeen away in Batodry. I thought Luke McCown would have started the game tonight, but it wasn't meant to be. So it's going to be Casper Schmeichel, Alistair Johnston, Carter Vickers, Austin Trusty, Alex Valle, Callum McGregor, Bernardo, Itate, Kuhn, Moyeda, and Kyogo. Sensalo on the bench, Greg Taylor on the bench, Scales on the bench, Ida, Yang, McCown, Engels, Forrest, and Ralston. Interesting game. Hopefully the numbers will pop in as well on the channel. Live recording as well. So hopefully he's can all see me and hear me all right as well. How are we all feeling about the game as well? It's been a while since I've been on. Just being busy, folks, the last couple of days as usual. Trying to fit this in does be a nightmare at times. As much as I know people say to me, oh, get videos up, Keith, Troy, come on, do a pod, but it's not that easy. I wish it was. So let's see. Like 8 people in. That's where you're tuning in from. Are you annoyed that Brendan didn't go with Luke McCown, considering he had an absolute stormer against Ross County? It was the right decision to go with Trusty instead of Scales? Let me know in the comments. A very good evening. How are you getting on, Stephen? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in so far. So just to recap, anyone that's tuning in, if you haven't heard the team news, it's Casper Schmeichel, Johnston, Carter Vickers, Trusty, Valle, McGregor, Bernardo, Itate, Kuhn, Moyeda, and Kyogo. Games on Sky Sports as well. If we win today, we'll go 7 points clear of Aberdeen. They drew the weekend against Hearts in Tynecastle because Hearts obviously were playing midweek in Europe. So they had to play the game on the Sunday. So let's see what happens regards to that. Just let me know in the comments what score he's going for as well. Looking at that team, I'm gonna go fancy 3-0 tonight. I think we have enough in the chamber to do it. Aberdeen haven't been the same team since we pumped them in the League Cup semi-final. I know they won a game or two, but like the confidence has dropped as well. Were they really title contenders? Really? I know there's only 4 points in it, but come on. There's not enough players in that Aberdeen squad to chase Celtic until the end of the season, to be honest with you. And then we have games like this. If we beat them tonight, that just widens the gap as well. Since the last time I've been on, we've obviously done the Scottish Cup draw as well. We've Kilmarnock at Celtic Park as well. Great to see Bernardo getting a start. I thought he was fantastic the other day. Obviously, he took his goal well. Callum McGregor scored an absolute cracker. Edith scored a cracker. I would have started with Edith tonight instead of Kyogo for physicality, but obviously Brendan wants a bit of pace. So let the gaffer decide what he wants there. Strong bench. Very strong bench. And that's the most important thing. Especially against a club that he was on loan to as well. He done well there 2 years ago. At Batodry, he obviously scored against Rangers as well. I'm quite confident. I really am confident going into this game. I think beating them in the League Cup, I know it's a different competition, different pitch, different venue. I just think they're there for the taking tonight. I know they took a draw off us at Celtic Park. Not the last international break, the previous one before that, which was an absolute shambles. The goals we gave away in the second half wasn't good enough, but I think with the likes of Kuhn on form, Bernardo getting a goal, Callum scoring goals, going back to the Callum McGregor trademark finishes, some people might say they were never gone, but when he was playing which he is playing a deeper position more so when he was playing under Ange, he didn't really get much goals. There, so he's improved that in his game, which is fantastic to see. Callum McGregor doing them trademark goals. But I just think, looking at that bench, looking at the wingers as well, we have pace there. Look, they're a good side, Aberdeen. They'll have the home fans behind them and they'll be all up for it, which is pretty standard in Scottish football. But we've had some tricky games up there in the past. Again, that always sticks out to me is when Scott Brown scored towards the end of the game under Ronnie Doyle's first season because he wanted to consider it a title race then. Some really good goals. I remember Tom Rogic and Brendan Rodgers' first season as well, scoring a nice volley in Batodry. Aberdeen over the years, we go back to the cup final in 2016-17, the Invincible Cup final. They went toe-to-toe with us that day, and Johnny Hayes scored, but they missed a couple of chances, and then obviously Tommy came up with the magic goal towards the end of that game, which was fantastic. So get the comments in. If this is your first time coming across my YouTube channel, please like and subscribe as well. I haven't been on much. I do apologize. The content's dried up. I know I say this on a weekly basis. I'm just too busy with other stuff. And to anyone that does tune in and watches my videos, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. Really appreciate sound. Hopefully we'll get players linked with us in the next couple of weeks. Potentially talking about players leaving as well, maybe going on loan will happen as well. I think Yang should go on loan. Odin Holm should go on loan. Maybe Celtic will go in for Lennon Miller in this coming window. Time will tell. I still feel we should be adding a striker to the calls, because at the end of the day, yes, Ida has scored in his last few league games, but I'd rather add a bit of competition in there. And there's nothing wrong with adding competition at the end of the day. There's money in the bank. Why not? Like, mad not to, strengthen the squad, especially going into this window. Well, we'll see what happens. Everything is gone red. Let me see. How's it going, Gaddafi? How are you getting on? Hope you're well. It's great to see you in. 16 people tuning in. Comment below if you can comment. Tell me where you're watching from. It's great to see 2 or 3 people commenting, but it'd be great to actually get 16 people's point of view on the game. Put in the comments as well what score you think it's going to be. I hope you like the picture as well. It was great. It was Christmas present from the gaffer. Lyrics "Come As You Are." It's an absolute cracker. One of our mates made it for me because he knew he was a Celtic fan, so I wanted the green and gold on the picture. So I said, I'll hang it up. Why not? I know it's a bit early for Christmas, but I was buzzing, absolutely buzzing when I got it. So yeah, and that was a bit of a weird conversation. So yeah, hopefully a quick early goal, settle the nerves. Look, the Tawdry's always difficult. I'm surprised they haven't cut our allocation further like every other team, mostly in Scottish football, has. Let me know if the sound quality is fine and the picture quality is fine. The last time I done a podcast, it was a bit blurry. Nothing worse when stuff like that happens, Let's see. So just to recap, anyone that's tuning in, Shemichael, Alistair Johnston, Carter Vickers, Trusty. So Carter Vickers, obviously, this time last Wednesday, he played against, was it Wednesday? Yeah, was it a Wednesday game? Or was it Tuesday? Was it a Wednesday? Yeah, it was Wednesday, I think. Yeah, Wednesday. We played Bruges, and that own goal. Look, Carter Vickers has been a phenomenal player. I know I replicate what I say all the time, repeat, but he's been our best centre back for the last, 3.5 seasons. And yes, we got him alone, and I think by that Christmas time, I was like, "Oh, he's solid. We need to get him on a permanent." And then obviously Celtic went there, got him and Jota that following summer, which was phenomenal, on permanent deals. And obviously we made our money on Jota when they went to El Etihad. But Carter Vickers, look, at players make mistakes, and sometimes fans are quick enough to get in people's backs when things go wrong. And think of the good times and of the bad times. I thought last week, you go back to that Bruges game, I was a bit disappointed at the time, but when you go over and look at the game and you realise, they were a really good side. They were organised. They have already 6 points on the board they did, and beating Villa and stuff like that. So they were a good side. I think a draw was fair enough to say, as much as we were favourites going into the game. It was Celtic Park, but at the end of the day, no matter what's around and no matter what people think, it's what the team have to do on the pitch and conduct themselves. If they can't conduct themselves on the pitch and get the 3 points, that's, it's not the end of the world. Like, we have Zagreb, Young Boys, and Villa that have to go. We're in a great position regards to Europe. But tonight is about the bread and butter. It's about getting it right. How's it going, dear? There. How's it going, Martin? I hope you're well, Martin. As I said, it's good to see 14 people tuning in to the podcast tonight. I might do a podcast after the game as well. Just chat to you and see what's happening. Give the result, give you my verdict on the full-time score, hoping it's going to be a 3-0 victory to Celtic. Fingers crossed. I've fancied Days in my Ada getting 2 goals tonight. And I was a wild prediction, but just have that feeling about Dazen. Yeah, and to be honest with you, Big Dom, I underestimated Bruges as well. I was thinking, maybe a 3-1. I was thinking at the time, and Bruges are a good side, and they were really good with regards to pressing, counter-attack, and their midfield just collapsed as well in the first half of the game. I felt like, sloppy passes from Rio. Ingles just didn't look like he was up for it. And I'm surprised because he came through that academy. I thought, he would have vengeance on his side and, had the extra level to his game, but it just wasn't meant to be. He looked quite frustrated when he had a chance in the box and it went to Rose Ed. And look, it happens in football. It happens. Players scuff the ball over the top, and what I say is to likes of Arnie Ingles, look, it's weird to see like the likes of Luca McCown come in the last game and he was 1.3 million and bossing it since he came in at Celtic, and you've got Ingles, which is 21 years of age, still settling to the Scottish game. Yeah, it's a high price tag on him. It'll take time. Players will settle. How's it going, Joseph? I hope you're well. Hope you're doing good. Thank you very much. Keep bringing new players to keep ahead. Picture sounds brilliant. Oh, that's good because I'm paying for this new streaming service called Riverside. I've moved off the StreamYard. I know there's a lot of podcasts that still use StreamYard, Celtic podcast. I've moved off. I just wanted to try something different. It's a lot of money to be paying nearly £45 for like StreamYards. Brendan's hinting a few rivals. Of course, and it's not, I don't like labeling saying cleared out the dead woods. It's clearing out the players that are not at the standards so far this season. No disrespect to these players. They might go to other clubs on loan, they might absolutely tear it up. But it's just, if Brendan has trust in certain individuals and believes that have this winning recipe and he thinks we can add to it, put a bit of spice onto it, bring in the players, but you have to also clear it out as well to free up the wage bill. And it'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting transfer window. I'll be covering it as much as I can. As I said, I know a lot of you come to my channel for opinion and verdict, and I know I haven't been at the races over the last few weeks, just busy times. We're going into the Christmas, other stuff been going on, but in a positive way. So let me see. So 3-0 and going. I'm gonna go Maeda 2 and Kuhn to score. I think Kuhn scored. Did Kuhn score there last season? I think he did score there last season, as far as I remember. Let's see. But let's have a look at Aberdeen's team. Former player Ross Doolan in goal. Devlin, he's a good player. Shinnie, he's a good player. Jamie McGrath is to watch out for. He's played really decent. Nisbet loves a goal against Celtic, as we know. Duke, good player, but gets frustrated at times. McGarry, don't know much about McGarry, to be honest. Malloy, don't know much. Rizubek, good player. And don't know who this guy is, number 81. Is that the centre back, is it? But it'd be a hard game tonight. Always is against the Dons. Always is, but I'm sure we will get it together and get what's right, which is take another 3 points off the box and go 7 clear. Who cares about Rangers and Kilmarnock tonight? It's about us, what we do in Pittodrie. I hate when people start mentioning, oh, what about them? Don't worry, I'm not worried about them. Is any Celtic fan worried about losing the league to them? No, not whatsoever. I think majority of them know that they're well out of it. You got this still about 10% diluted. Um, Clyde board soccer, what SSB. You get them portion of fans that will like still believe that they'll turn it around with Clermont. But no, we're in safe hands with Brendan. We're in safe hands with Callum. The fans will do their piece as they always do in the away games and the home games and steer the team to victory. And it's been a fantastic season. 20 games. 20 games. It was about 20. I think it's 21 games now. 18 wins. 21 games, 18 wins. No, 22. Will it be 22? Well, I think there's 3 draws in there altogether. 3 draws in there in all competitions, which is not bad. That's Bruges, Aberdeen. And what's the other draw? I'm trying to think the other draw. Atalanta. So, yeah. So, yeah. Done well. We're doing quite well. So, good stuff. So, folks, I'm going to jump off. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll try to get back on later on after full time. And hopefully we'll be all chatting a positive result. Man of the match performance by maybe Nicholas Kuhn or Callum McGregor. And if you got any first time come across the channel, like and subscribe below. Be really appreciated. And speak to you all soon. Hell. And enjoy the game. I'll be back later on. Take care, folks.